Right, here we go then. Welcome to Roundtable 44. This is our weekly event where we let you know about upcoming changes and our plans for the coming week. We also recap the previous week's events and answer any questions you may have. So let's give it a whirl this week. I'd like to thank everybody who's been following us on YouTube and Twitter to start with. So thank you for that. If you've not seen us on YouTube and Twitter, links for that are in the vault. All subs are greatly appreciated. On to general news. We got some exciting stuff this week. General chat is now active in the video from this week. So as I said last week, because we wanted to get some two-way feedback, we are now recording general chat. So if you want to say hi, you can do that there. Yeah, Tom's got the idea. So that's all go this week.
Go live on Channel Ninja, please do not swear.
There you go. See, all good. That's starting to work. So to add on to that, as we only really brought up chat in the videos last week, I've asked our design guy, Paul, to create us some new art. So we're going to have a completely new background soon that we can actually fit the chat in properly. It's going to look super cool. So I can't wait to see what's going on with that. He's usually quite good, isn't he?
He's usually amazing, yeah.
Yeah, so that's really cool. I can't wait to see what he's got in store for us there.
Give him a high five from me.
Will do. So, cool news this week. What have we got to talk about this week? Second server has now been ordered. So, the Rust server and what has also got 7 days on at the moment is going to be having a huge upgrade. Probably the latter part of this week or early next week. Very similar system to what we deployed for Arc. So, same processor, same RAM. I think the disk space is just a little bit less because we don't need it. It's just disk. So that's going to be really cool. It should give a performance boost to the 7-day servers and allow us to expand a little bit more. So awesome stuff there. Moving on to 7 days news this week. Darkness Falls has pretty much dominated my week this week. And mainly has been about stabilizing things, sorting out server lockups and frame rate issues and stuff like that. So let's go through some of the things that have been done over the last week for Darkness Falls. So starting off, extra teleports were removed. You can still use Bag and Home. We found that teleportation all over the map was really not helping things. We kind of knew this going in, but thought we'd give it a try this time around. So unfortunately, they've had to go. Also put in a system so that any falling blocks, anything above 10, I believe it is, will be instantly removed. So if you're digging under something, your base collapses or the tunnel you're digging collapses. 10 blocks will fall. If it exceeds 10 blocks, it just completely stops the whole thing happening, which means the server doesn't have to track falling blocks, where they're going to land, what's going to happen, who's underneath them, that sort of stuff. So that's made a big impact from what I've seen. We also put a system in where when the blood moon hits, all normal zombies on the map instantly get despawned, which is good for 2 reasons. Number one, the blood moon allows the zombies to go over the server cap for the number of zombies allowed on the server. So that's, once you get too many, you start to get a lot of bloat, a lot of memory usage. That also impacts your play experience. So that's helped a lot as well from what I've been hearing back. So Horde Nights are a little bit better now also because you get more Horde zombies per player because they're not having to deal with everything else around you. What else have we done? We've also reduced the number of maximum zombies allowed on the server as well. We did this last time. I think we set it last time to about 80. I've set it to 75 at the moment. I was hoping that with A20 and a lot of the performance increases going on that it would be able to cope a lot better, but it seems 80 is about the break point, so I backed off to about 75. Reworked the hunt command. It seems Kane changed the IDs again for the second time. So the hunt command is a supporter command that you can use once a day. It will spawn around you a stag, a chicken, a boar, and a wolf. Helps you get some meat together. Make sure that you do this in an area where you can actually have the fight. You don't want to be spawning them in the middle of your base. We also changed...
full of shotgun turrets.
Well, yes, if you've got like a pre-set up room full of shotgun turrets, then that's probably a great place to spawn them, but try not in the... try not to spawn those in your loot rooms. That's not going to go well. Also changed the restarts. So restarts for Darkness Falls, as people have been seeing, are now 6:30 a.m. UK time, 12:30 midday, 6:30 p.m. and 12:30 midnight. So that seems to have settled the servers down really, really well. Found and fixed an issue with banking coins on the Darkness Falls normal server. They were disappearing. Lady Tula got quite upset and stressed that she lost about 17,000 dukes, but we sorted that out and she's been reimbursed. So thank you for reporting. That's awesome. That's been fixed. The big one, though, would be drones and teleporting. So it's very, very easy to duplicate a drone full of loot. So due to the reports of this and other server admins stating what a big problem this is, we've removed the ability for you to teleport when you have a full drone. So if your drone is full, either transfer it to inventory, to your inventory, or a bike or a chopper or something like that. That will work. But you can't now teleport with a full drone. It's pretty self-explanatory. If people can dupe, they're going to do it. There's nothing we can do about it, and it's just going to ruin the game for everybody else. So that's, hopefully everybody understands why that was done. That's been in for a while now, I think nearly a week. And finally, for Darkness Falls, various new regions have been protected so that we can recover the POIs. These are mainly Darkness Falls specific POIs that have been reported since we released. So they're all covered now. And in case anybody doesn't know, all the POIs that are covered get reset on a Sunday morning. So that will be the first restart at 6:30. I think that's all we've got for 7 days this week. So move on to Rust. Rust is very slim this week. No changes. We're still working hard on the new automated rewards plugin. Phase 1's complete. So we're going to be looking soon to getting that into our live system. So no more waiting for rewards or deliveries from the website. That's all going to be automated. We'll now move on to phase 2. So hopefully soon we can start to see some movement now on Rust. And then the biggies for the evening for Ark. Pretty slim this week. We've been working very, very hard on quests this week. So more on that in a minute. First thing I want to start with for Ark then. So Sandy's been working really, really hard obtaining new fixed spawn points for all the regions on the maps. So for each Ark map, you've got a region you can spawn in on. And those regions, they're not individual spawn points. They're kind of a cluster of spawn points. So as you've seen, you'll spawn in, say, Viking Bay, and you could be in 1 of 3, 4, 5 places. That's causing us a few issues because players are spawning into people's foundations, or in some cases into the middle of like dinosaur traps or whatever. Not good. We have to go and sort that out. So Sandy's got a new list of spawn points which are going to be fixed to every single one of those points. And it also means we can do some other cool stuff. So we can create no build zones over the spawn zones. So naturally you spawn in, you know you're going to be safe, you know you're not going to be stuck on anybody's building. That's all going to be coming in soon. Other things that same plugin allows us to do, we get to do really cool things like enable PvP zones. So talk has been underway and we've been discussing the arena that's in the middle of Scorched Earth. You know the one I mean, about the big Manticore arena? We're going to be putting probably a PvP zone over that and test it out. People can joust and test their tames and generally have a bit of a dick around. It should warn you as you enter the area, so there shouldn't be much, I've flown through, I've suddenly got ganked. It's going to be pretty cool. So we'd like to test that out, see how people feel about that. And the last change that doesn't really relate to quests is we've got a new TP system coming too. So currently you can do a /TP in-game chat. It will take you to the trading post, which is cool, but quite limited. So you can only have one of those spots per map. So with our new plugin that we're going to have coming, we can set as many as we want per map. So we can do things like the trading posts, that will still exist. You'll still be able to TP there. We could also do the Hall of Heroes. And then the other really, really cool thing that's coming, for those that you've played 7 days where you're allowed to set your own teleport points, this is also something we can now do with Ark. So probably going to be a supporter feature. In how that fits into the structure of that, we don't know yet. We haven't even discussed it, but we now have the option of allowing you to create home-based teleports to be able to TP back to base. It includes dinosaurs too. It's going to be really cool. So there's lots more we can do with that. And then the remainder of this week, really, we've been working on quests. The plugin was put in last Wednesday. We've been working hard on mapping out all of the things in game we want to be able to track. So, for example, taming dinosaurs, which includes every single dinosaur pretty much in the game. Killing dinosaurs, again, the same, pretty much every dinosaur in the game. Gathering various resources, crafting various things. Once we've got the data for that and be able to track that, we can attach quests, which is everyone's been really excited to see. We've currently got the first 10 levels of quests written, but not quite into a form where it can go into config and actually you can see them. Some people have by now stumbled upon the daily and weekly quests that were in the game and have had weird pop-ups telling them they've been completing quests, killing bosses, that sort of thing. I know Sandy's mentioned that. I've had a couple of other mentions of, oh, what's this? I think Giga ran into it as well, and Docs. So that sort of stuff is coming really cool soon. Quests are going to basically lead you through playing the game. So you start off as a beach bob, and there'll be quests as you go and as you collect stuff in the background, teaching you how to do various tasks, showing you how to do various jobs, leading you through all the way up to killing bosses and ascending and all that sort of stuff. It's going to be really cool. We were hoping to get the first 10 quests and the startings of the saddle blueprint upgrade quests in by Wednesday, but not sure if that's actually going to happen. We're sort of like at nearly 7:30 now on Tuesday, so we'll see. So that's pretty much it that we've been discussing on ARC this week. Docs, I don't think anything specific has happened on Docs this week. We're waiting on this new server. If we're going to launch a new Docs server, it will probably be on the new server. So that's all kind of coming once we get this new server in. There's going to be a big portion of late this week where I'm going to be going mental again trying to get all that sorted out, but hopefully that's all going to be cool. So that's basically the news we've got for you this week. Does anybody have any questions that I can answer? Because I know DJ's up to his neck in it at the moment with something. Is there anything anyone wants to know or share?
What is
Oh dear.
the ASB velocity of an unladen swallow?
Well, that does depend, Tom, on whether it is an African or a European swallow.
Correct.
And indeed, if it was gripping it by the husk.
But what if there were two of them with a stretch of vine?
You're pushing my memory now. Especially on the spot. I'm stalling and I am lost.
But where would they find vine, Danny? Anyway.
That's a very, very, very good question there, actually. So, Renee, my question is, how do I be as cool as Nani? Well, that's existing usually does that trick, but
it takes many, many years of psychological trauma.
I couldn't have said it better. Yes. So,
I mean, he's known me for going on 10 years, so you know, give it a decade.
Savage.
Okay.
So would it be better to restart with a new character for the quests?
No, to be fair. You can still complete all the quest chains as a later level character. It just means you've actually got to go around as you play the game. You're going to gather the resources anyway, so it's going to be counting everything you do slowly over time towards those quests. So you can do them as and when you want. You don't have to. That said, it would be really cool to see somebody actually working through them and providing some really cool feedback on how things are going and how they feel, and that would be a cool experiment, maybe.
If only I'd just started a brand new character on Valguero. Oh wait.
If only. Exactly.
If only.
But
I'm
again
not currently playing it right now.
The tracking will kick in from when we add it, so you won't, if a quest is gather something and you already have it, you won't automatically complete that quest. You'll still have to go out and gather something, so you could still do it as a high level character.
Now, here's the question on that one. I don't know, you may not want to answer this one, but I thought I may as well ask because it's something we do in docs quite a lot. If the quest is to gather, say, 200 fiber, just as an example, do you have to actually press A on a plant, or does it just work by adding it to your inventory, say from a bot?
You actually have to gather it either by doing it yourself or by sitting on the dino that does the gathering for you.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So things like Tharies and stuff should still count.
That's good.
What we have excluded, though, in the config at the moment is the Strider, because ridiculous. No, despair. Strider does not definitely count.
You'll have you've probably already covered it, but kills, tames, gathering, and crafting.
Yes.
Plus other things on top of that, like OSD waves, boss kills, player kills, because PvP arena.
It's so cool.
So yeah, there's a lot we can track.
We're gonna have to come up for a really cool name for it, like the Shanking Pit or something like that, or it'll gather its own name over time, I've no doubt.
Just the Pit of Doom, probably.
Some of them probably not good for a live broadcast.
Yes, I'm sure Scorp and I'll come up with some fantastic blue names for it.
Yes.
Something along the lines of That Bloody Place.
Also, what we talked about earlier is giving one of our players an opportunity to design a quest.
Yes. So that was kind of coming to the end of the round table, but I wasn't sure whether or not you were sort of up to your neck on it or not. So I was gonna.
Oh, I am.
You are indeed. Okay, up to your neck on it already.
No, both. The band-aid is on, but the damage may have been done.
Okay, we'll go over that later then. So what we had discussed was we would like to offer one of you the opportunity to create a quest. I'd really like that one from Twerkles as well. Fight Club. We never talk about it. That's cool. Yes, something exactly like that is what we were thinking. So
yes,
we wanted to do some sort of competition or some sort of usually the way we select players, and your prize this week is going to be you will be responsible for creating, implementing, planning out, and naming your very own quest. You can call it whatever you like within reason. You can put your own name in. Yeah, I had to. You know I did. So
yes,
you can call it anything you like within reason.
Just that moment of just the sphincter went.
Yeah. I've already covered this. Don't worry. You can put your own name in it. You can put a play in your own name in it. You can do whatever the heck you want, so long as it fits parameters and is a reasonable quest. So what we're not going to be entertaining is sort of some sort of suggestive named quest where you have to do sort of like a really silly thing and then get 20 striders. It's not going to happen. So a decent, nicely found out, sort of thought out quest. Think about it, whoever wins, and good luck. So to DJ then, how are you going to pick your winner? Yes, I'm listening.
Pick the winner. Well, anybody that's interested in partaking, you have 60 seconds to click that button.
There we go. We have a little bot.
Ooh.
Am I allowed to click this button?
Yeah, anyone can click the button.
I'm going to click the button.
I've clicked the button.
I'm clicking the button. That's it. I'm clicking it. I'm
excited. Got the buttons. Can I call it Questy McQuest?
Call it what you want.
I'll shut it off.
NPCs, Giga, have always been a really weird subject with Ark. We've tried them a couple of times before, and they're horrible things.
We call them admins, Giga.
However, I was looking at spawning in some raidable bases that can also be tracked in our quest system.
Oh, a bit like in was it Ivorian we played with the abandoned bases?
Yes.
There wouldn't be any NPCs in them, but they would be defended.
And of course, it goes to Twerkule.
I am so happy.
Yeah, me too. Oh,
So yes, that's another potential that we can do. Prefab bases that spawn in announce themselves. You go off and raid them, and when a certain percentage of them are destroyed, you classed as beating that base. That gets tracked in our new stat tracking system, and away you go. We can specify what loot appears in those bases, and they're actually you build them. So we build the bases in game. We then take a snapshot of that base as a blueprint, and then we can then spawn it in.
well, that sounds pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Let me just grab a quick video, and I will show you how it works. Because I've been following this.
You gonna slap it in the general chat?
Yeah, I'll pop it in general chat.
Ooh. So, Nani, with this, while DJ's doing that, with this general chat McGubbin we've got for the roundtable, does it play GIFs and stuff that go in general chat?
You've lost me completely now. What gubbins you on about?
We're putting the general chat into the roundtable video, yeah?
Correct. Yes.
Will it play things like GIFs when we put them into general chat during roundtable?
If I am focused on the window, yes, it does.
Ooh, excellent. I shall fetch your favorite squirrel.
Oh no.
I'll be nice. I'll not fetch you. I will, however, fetch wood.
So here we have an Ark Survival Evolved video. What do we have?
An Ark Survival Evolved video, Nani.
We have a dude lying on the beach. He's floating. He's obviously Superman now.
That's just showing the process that goes into creating a template for these bases. So some dude's built his starter base on the beach. So he flies from one corner, this is an admin obviously, flies from the bottom left corner to the top right corner, sets the positions.
Okay.
So it draws a red box around it. So that means it's captured that area. It's a wireframe box. And then he saves that as a blueprint.
So he can then respawn that around the map. People get to raid it.
Wherever he wants.
That's cool.
That's, for those of you who are interested, that's very similar to the way we do it in 7 days as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Savage. Also like Minecraft.
And Minecraft, yeah.
With the AE is it the spatial storage?
I was thinking more the claim system, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that does that.
So what that means is we could have some competitions after the round tables for people to design bases to be raided, and have their base put into the raid rotation. Obviously, the system checks to see if anyone's built nearby and won't spawn it on where somebody's built. But yeah, it'll spawn in the base, preloaded turrets and stuff on it, and all sorts of nasty tripwires and things like that. And even on a PvE server, it's set up so that you can raid them. It actually initiates a tribe war between you and the base when you attack it. So
brilliant.
You could do that on docks as well, to Hercules, if you so wished, but I think the bases would have to be significantly tougher.
Oh, yes.
Maybe including things like rocket turrets and things like that.
Here's the question for you, DJ.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going to build these bases, naturally, I'm assuming admins will be making some of them at some point. Are we able to use the turrets from S Plus that don't currently have engrams?
Yeah, we can summon those in for people to use.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
But to be honest, what we'd probably do for the building competition to get your base into the game as a raid base, we'd probably just fire up one of the test maps, give you GCM, and you would go and build whatever you wanted on there.
Just give you GCM and free reign.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would have to disable all of the engram blockers, though.
Yeah, that
If we're going to do that way.
on the test map, GCM doesn't matter. You can build whatever you want.
Yeah, touche.
Even if there's no engram for it.
Yeah, you would have to summon it in though, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, you just
You would need the command.
No, as soon as you turn GCM on, it appears in your personal crafting.
It would be cool to have actual build competitions. That is a good idea. It would.
That is a very cool idea. Yes. Sorry, we're getting off topic. Yes. Yes, that would be absolutely amazing. Can confirm.
That would be really cool. Yes.
And then to switch topics slightly, just again, we were talking about the other night. I was talking to Giga and Fact and a few of the other 7 Days players. So I'm going to bring this up just to get some reactions from it. We were talking about how would people feel about a kind of like a Friday night thing with 7 days, like a one night only type thing. Has to be completed in the night. So maybe over a couple of hours, 2 or 3, where people team up in twos and we set a server up for basically a last man standing event. We could have
PvP.
Yes, PvP would be on, but also zombies. So we would change the server to permadeath. You die, you're out, and last team standing wins. So lots of little cool ideas like things like that we can do on Friday nights for fun. We can.
Have you been watching Neebs Gaming by any chance?
I have. Yes, indeed I have.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a cool idea. Why don't we do something similar?
Why don't we also do it with Ark?
We could also do that.
Just PvE, so just you against the dinos. Brand new character, start level 1, and then 20 minutes later we find out who the winner is.
But yeah,
that would be seriously cool, I think.
I think that would be a cool idea to have sort of like, as Rennie put there, a big Royal Rumble of players doing, killing each other and getting mauled by zombies and see who stays till the end.
I hate to say it, but Nani might be right. That does sound really, really cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, a challenge tower. I like that.
That is another thing we could do. Yes, we could have some sort of,
Do I need to start making 7 days POIs again?
Well,
Yeah, Torghast, exactly.
we could do this any way we wanted, but I'm more interested in how a whole permadeath system would work and, King of the Hill type event.
I've been looking for a while. What's like? Pardon me.
He sneezed.
I've been looking for a while for a nice big project to chew on in 7 days. So I think making a Robot Wars / BattleBots type arena or inspired arena might be a very good way to spend some time.
Yeah, I'm thinking definitely those short events that can just be repeatedly run, and we can do whatever bragging rights, prizes, whatever we want to do, we can do, can't we? It's all cool.
I'll have a fiddle, see what I can come up with in the next week, and I'll showcase them next week at next week's roundtable, see what we can come up with.
Yeah, awesome,
excellent.
Have we got anything else we want to add before we sign off tonight?
Not from me. No.
Either or, Spartan. We could
thank you, Giga.
We could do 7 days one time. We could do a Darkness Falls themed one another time. Sky's the limit, really.
Oh yeah, I saw that parkour one from Ross Clark.
I can even do evil things like adding server-side zombies and all that sort of stuff. That would be really cool.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's already on my list. Yeah, cool.
We're gonna have to look at server-side zombies, aren't we?
Yes, we'll have another look at that.
I have some ideas for parkour already.
I'm fairly sure server-side should be kept to an event server though, because it's horrific.
Oh goodness, yes.
I don't think people are ready for that yet.
No, maybe do it for a week before a wipe or something.
I think we'll keep it fairly short this week then, and if that's it, then you want to take us out, Tom?
I can indeed.
Awesome.
We have been the Wicked Ninjas. You guys have, as always, been absolutely awesome. Have a lovely week, and we'll see you when you see you. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.